problem with LeBron still in the game that late, and how will it affect them moving forward here?
Jen, no problem whatsoever with LeBron playing that late in the game. Look, he's 36 years old. Maybe at 26 or 31, he would have been able to come back from 2 months off and just take off where he left off. But at 36, I think he needs more ramp-up time to get himself in his rhythm and get used to playing again at the NBA speed. So I think he needed to be out there. He'd only played 3 games in the last 2 months. And obviously the first 2 he came back, he wasn't himself. So he also needed to get some time on the floor with Andre Drummond. They've played like 3 games together. And LeBron has not had a lot of experience throughout his career really playing with guys that could do something on the low block, big 7-footers that like to play down there. So I thought it was fine for LeBron to be out there on the court. I look at it in those situations like, look, if you get hurt, if you coming back from injury, we play you and you get hurt, it can show, if you re-injure yourself, it can show either the injury was not ready and you shouldn't have come back, or you were just going to get hurt anyway. I mean, that's how at some point you have to play. And the Lakers have to prepare themselves for the playoffs, prepare themselves for this play-in game tonight. So I had no problem with LeBron playing. And I'll say this, I thought he looked great. I thought he had burst. He obviously got to the basket when he wanted to. He was up in the air. He looked much better in that game than he did the 2 games he played a few weeks ago. His timing was back on his passes and everything. I thought he looked really good. And look, if LeBron and AD play every playoff game, there's no one in the West that can mess with them. The Suns, congratulations. You had a nice regular season. But Devin Booker, as great as he is, DeAndre Ayton, in their first time ever in the playoffs, they're not beating LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Utah, congratulations. You had a nice regular season. You'll get some regular season awards and love. But they got injury problems of their own. And even if they didn't, they're not beating the Lakers with LeBron James. And the Clippers, Skip, the Clippers just keep disappointing me. Now they coming down with a case of yellow fever, and they trying to avoid the Lakers. Show some dang backbone. You got to beat them at some point. It's probably better to catch them in the first round when LeBron and AD are still inching back to 100%. You get them in the conference finals, they're going to be about as much at 100% as they can be in this season. So, look, if LeBron and AD are healthy, I think they win the West.
Go. Go. I need to get you out of the way so I can get back to him.
Yeah, well, Chris basically just co-signed a lot of what I said because I felt that LeBron needed the timing also, Chris. But considering this is only his 4th game, 4 games in 8 weeks, in 2 months, that's not nearly enough. Hell, I would have liked to see Drummond and AD on the court with him so they could all get some rhythm together. And you're right. You look at what he's been able to do since he's gotten back, and you look at Big Drum. Drum is giving you 13, 15, 19 boards a night, Skip, which I told you. Oh, the big penguin. You had all these jokes, telling your little stand, little one-liner, your little monologue going. But now the big drum.
He's Kareem Abdul-Drummond.
Yeah.
You got me.
He been on a force. And you'll see tomorrow night. Watch what he do. I can see right now, I'm thinking 15 and 17.
You know, he can miss those 1-foot wide open layups like nobody I've ever seen before. LeBron's going to love that.
Hey. It's coming. But I didn't have a problem with it either, Chris, because I felt that he needed his timing, and I agree with you. When you get older, it's harder for you to jumped right back into a routine. When you're young, your body snaps back, and you're just able to go and pick right up where you left off. As you start to age, you need a little more time to get back into a rhythm. And I thought he looked better against the Pelicans than he did against Indy. And we saw what he did against Indy, went on that 7-0 that scoring streak by himself. You saw that, Skip? Mm-hmm. So that just lets you know it won't be long now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to my friend Chris Broussard. Speaking of being disappointed, I am so disappointed in you because I I truly anticipated you would side with me on this. I think you do deep down. You guys are going to be in the good graces today with Rich Paul and Maverick Carter. Way to go. Congratulations. Hi, Rich. Hi, Randy. Hi, Mav. Love you all. But I'm going to tell the truth. There is no way that LeBron James had any business being in this game at that time with 6:30 left. Everything had become totally meaningless. It was over. In Portland, it was way over. Portland had crushed Denver, crushed your hopes of avoiding the play-in. You were crushing. It wasn't the New Orleans Pelicans you were crushing. It was the New Orleans Skeletons. There's nobody left, including poor Jackson Hayes, who had just gotten hurt in what had become like noontime open court at the YMCA kind of a game. It was highly dangerous. And poor Jackson Hayes, he was crying as they carried him off the floor. Mm-hmm. And I guess he's going to be okay. I think it was only a leg contusion instead of a bad knee injury that would have obviously ended this season and maybe taken out next season. But I'm looking at the Skeletons and I'm saying, yeah, Nickeil Alexander-Walker was still out there, but Hernan Gomez and James Johnson and Kyra Lewis Jr. and somebody named James Nunnally were on the floor. And do you think that Alexander-Walker can defend LeBron James while he's front running, showboating, and hot dogging, a little dipsy-do? He puts a 360 spin on Nickeil Alexander-Walker and elbows him right in the face. He about cold-cocked him. Look at it. If you watch, he just smacked him right in the face. He goes to the other end. Here he goes. Let's do a 360. I'm feeling real good about myself, and he smashed him right in the face. Way to go. And allegedly, he stepped on his foot. I can't even see the step on the foot. I'm not even sure about that. And all of a sudden, here we go again, and he limps to the bench. He limps and has rebuilt in the excuse of, like LeShannon's calling him 85% on the ankle now. So he tweaked it again. It's only 85. So he's got a 15% excuse going forward, just in case the Suns give them some trouble in the first round, because Chris Paul is playing at a high level.
But guess what, Chris? But you know what he's doing? He's setting it up for. When the Lakers beat the Suns, I never had any confidence in the Suns anyway. Look at DeAndre Ayton. What has he ever won? Devin Booker, this was his first chance in the playoffs. So you already know what's coming, Chris, just like with everybody. Because last year, it was about rhythm. It was about routine. The Clippers didn't spend enough time together. Paul George was in there. Kawhi was load managing, and Patrick Beverly. They didn't play enough together.
Were AD and the Big Penguin out there with him with 6.5 minutes left at New Orleans? No, they weren't. He's out there showboating by himself.
Well, what you call him had tweaked his ankle. Didn't AD tell you he tweaked his ankle?
Tweaked his ankle.
Then, so he needed to go to the bench.
Well,
but anyway,
he's AD, always dinged, right?
There you go.
He
got all these one-liners today.
No, I'm just telling you, he is. That's what he is.
He don't watch his front-running Clippers tank the season away, and so now he feeling good.
The season away? We wanted the Lakers so badly in round one. If you're going to get them now. Stop it. Yeah, we protected our players who are 100% healthy as opposed to ankle, who's limping back to the bench. Way to go.
I know you, Skip. I know there is no way you are happy with what the Clippers did this weekend.
I was totally happy. Did you see what happened on Friday night? Did you see? Serge Ibaka finally came back after 30 games, and he went 15-7 in 17 minutes. I said, thank you, God. We got Serge back. We got our big three-headed monster in the post that's going to give you nothing but big penguin problems.
Serge can't see him.
Oh, Serge, and how about Big Zoo? How about DeMarcus Cousins? I got all three of them healthy and happy.
Well, we're going to foul them out because somebody got to guard AD. Who guarding AD?
Just name it. We got all kinds of. We can put Paul George on him. We can put Kawhi on him. We can put anybody on him. We got more deep defenders than you can even think about.
Okay. We're going to find out. We're going to find out here shortly,
I'm glad you mentioned the post, Skip, because look, and the Clippers are a big team, and I got to give Boogie credit. Boogie has looked much better than I expected. I didn't think Boogie give him anything. He's played well. But the Lakers have something that really only the Clippers can deal with in terms of their size. And Shannon and I were talking before the segment. If the Lakers, like LeBron, can control tempo, LeBron's big himself. And you saw in the game Sunday, early on, he was going inside. whether it was backing guys down, driving into the paint, or cutting to get layups. Like, he was playing inside. Then AD took his turn and went inside. Obviously, you got Drummond there. The Lakers can slow it down and play big, and then we know they defend terrifically. To me, that's their formula, especially if they get to the finals and meet a team like the Nets. That could be a formula against anybody else in the West. The Clippers have size to match up with them, but none of those big guys can deal with AD. And so I think I like the Lakers size better than I like the Clippers size.
Okay, let's go little here. How about this? Also on Friday night, very quietly as my Clippers were tanking, playoff Rondo got 13 assists in that game. And I'm saying, yeah, I'll take that because you don't have Rondo. We have Rondo. He will settle us down. He will quarterback us through any low, tough points that we go through like we did in games 5, 6, and 7 against Denver.
Hold on. He got those against the Rockets. You know anybody? The only person I know on the Rockets team is Kmart's son. Junior played well because he got
Those
like
same Rockets